Hello fellow mercenaries, my name is VideoJames, and today I'm going to be doing an unboxing slash review of the Marvel Legends 6-inch series Deadpool. This figure is actually nice, I really do like it. You can see from the box, we just got Deadpool right here. You see he's got swords on either side of him. I like the little utility belt that they gave him. I like how it's got the little Deadpool symbol on it. And then on the side we got Deadpool doing a little thumbs up pose. And then on the back we can just see an action shot of Deadpool and some of the other figures that were from the 6-inch series, the other one. And then with this series is actually the Build-A-Figure, so some of these figures came with like pieces for the figure Sasquatch. Not much on the top except for the Deadpool logo, and then on the bottom we just got a bunch of gobbledygook. So without further ado, let's just pop this thing open. I have the Marvel Legends 6-inch Deadpool out of the package. So right away I can tell you I like this figure just from taking it out of the box. I really like this figure, not just for the design, but for a lot of other features. And I gotta say, I really like the detailing on this Deadpool. And when you look at it, we got the belt buckles are actually painted a nice kind of silver color to go against the kind of holster for his katana holders. And you actually can put the katanas in there. So if I take these, which are actually really nice as well, because like the silver paint that they got kind of got a gleam to it, so it kind of shines. And then on the handle of the blade, we got that kind of almost fabric-like texture, and then we got the little diamonds painted on. So I really like the attention to detail they put into that, but you can kind of just take these and put them in like that and just stow them away for storage like this. This one doesn't like to go in as far as the other one. Well, it doesn't like to go in as far as easily because I kind of have to force this one in a little bit. But you can see you can kind of stick them in here for easy storage, and then you can kind of just take them out. And they actually do come out fairly easily, except for this one. This one sticks in a little bit more than I would like. So looking at this figure from the front, we can see we got a decent bit of sculpting on it. That on the face, we kind of got these little angry lines up in the forehead. On the side, right here, on the front, we can actually see we got some kind of muscle carving that we can actually see a good amount of like sculpting on the muscles. And then we got the abs, because of course Deadpool always has to make himself look extremely ripped. And then we got a nice bit of carving on the legs as well. I also like this little like utility belt that he's got around his right thigh as well. That's kind of a little nice attention to detail. Again, I do like the utility belt that he's got around his waist as well, because I like the little Deadpool logo that's right here. It looks kind of cartoony in my opinion too, which is something I like. And then I like these little black things that he's got around his wrists and his ankles. Those look nice. And then I like how the legs and the boot and the arms are all just like one solid red. That they kind of didn't differentiate between coats of red, except for on the belt. The belt is a bit of a brighter shade of red. I don't think you can actually take the belt off. I tried to. I don't think it's possible. And then on the side, we see not much is different. We do get a lot more view of the arm sculpting, that we can see a lot more of the muscle sculpted in the arm. And that's one of my favorite things about this figure, is that the amount of sculpting that they put into this is just actually very nice. You can really not articulate the fingers that much on the hand, but the hand itself does have good articulation. I also like the detail they put into that as well, because with Deadpool it's kind of hard to do, because with his suit you're always thinking like, okay, underneath there's a bunch of scars, but we kind of want to like it looks smooth on the outside. And they kind of did a little bit of both with the hands. It looks kind of scarred and smooth at the same time. We got the detailing on the scabbards for the katanas, and those actually look nice. And I like how the holster for the scabbards and the belt actually connects on both sides instead of just one. Like it doesn't just like connect up here and then completely avoid this part of the belt. Now we see on the back of the leg right here, we got production numbers, and then down here we got some of the hinges for the legs. And then we just got some of the back muscles carved in. You can't really see a lot of them because of the scabbards, but you can actually see a decent bit of muscle going on. Like you can see his spine kind of behind the little gray part. Nothing else much is new. That it's basically the same as the other side, only the waist. The holster for the scabbard doesn't go around this side, it goes around the other side. Now I really do like the articulation of this figure. This one does have a nice bit of articulation that you can kind of move the body up, you can kind of move it down, and I like how the belt doesn't really kind of restrict the articulation on the body that much. You can kind of move it around, and the scabbard's kind of made to where it'll kind of allow that to happen. None of the arms, we can kind of move it up. We can actually also move it in as well, because this figure's kind of got like caveable in body parts. Like you can see the shoulders actually kind of cave in a little bit, or they come out to where you can have the arm like behind him, and you can have his sword like that, and then you can just kind of rotate the arms. You do actually get a lot of articulation with Deadpool. Like almost all the Deadpool figures have a good amount of articulation. You can rotate the head a lot as well. You can't really get it all the way around, which is a nice little attention to detail, but you can get a good amount of rotation on it. Like you can get it to go almost a complete 90 degrees, which is really interesting. You also get a good bit of articulation on the legs. You can't really go that far back, but you do get a nice amount of articulation on the legs and the feet that they do get a lot. You can even kind of almost break his leg, so it's like real Deadpool that you kind of just break his leg in half. You can do that up here too. You can kind of just do that and make his leg backwards. Canada, that's gotta hurt. And then with the foot, you do actually get a good amount of articulation with that as well. You can move it up, down. With this part, you can move it side to side, or you can do up here, you can rotate it. But either way, I actually do really like the articulation of this figure. One thing I gotta say is I kind of wish they had made like a different texture for the belt part of this. Like they have the pouches are all red. I'm fine with that, but I kind of wish they made like the actual belt part to be like a brown or a black, or maybe given this part right here next to the Deadpool logo, maybe a kind of black paint. But overall, I do really like the paint application and the detailing. And then for size comparison, here we have him next to the Marvel Legends Black Panther Wave Iron Man. So we see it actually is a decent size. Iron Man actually does stand to be a bit taller. But we can see they got kind of similar body shapes. We actually see Stark's got a bit more bulk than Deadpool, which is kind of interesting. I never really paid much attention to that, but I would kind of think that Deadpool would have a bit of the similar muscle to Iron Man, and they actually do have similar proportions. It's not like if you got a Thor figure and you looked at it and compared it to Deadpool, it would be a lot bulkier, because obviously Thor is a lot bulkier than Deadpool. And then here we have him next to the Transformers The Last Knight Leader Class Megatron. We can tell obviously huge difference, but it's actually not too huge. That Deadpool's actually a little over half Megatron size. Toe just bent backwards, and now it feels like it's like that. So yeah, giving this figure a rating, I'd have to give it an honest 5 out of 5, just because I really can't say much bad about this figure. The articulation and detailing in it is really nice. I do like the paint application, that there's not really much paint scuffing, and that the paint colors that they used I actually like a lot. That the kind of solid red that they have almost over all the figure, and the shade of black that they use actually is very nice. I also like the material that this Deadpool is, that it's not like the Black Panther Wave Iron Man, where it's just that kind of harder material, but with Deadpool it's kind of that softer material. And again, I do like the detailing on the swords, that the detailing that they put on that is nice. I also like how the hand isn't shaped in an odd position to where it's like the sword can fall out, that it's actually fitted to the sword to where it's like a little almost rectangular shape. I'm actually going to leave this video here. Again, I really do like this Deadpool figure. If you want to get it, I'd say it's not really a waste to get. It actually is a very nice Deadpool figure. There is actually, I saw a Deadpool at GameStop as well when I was there. It was like a reversed colors Deadpool with like half the mask melted off. And it had like a lot more stuff. Like one hand had a Chimi-Changa in it, and then it had just swords, guns, and it had a rocket launcher. So it actually was a very nice looking Deadpool. The white Deadpool, too, is also a nice one to have. I actually saw that a while ago, and I wanted to get it because it did look nice. But that one is very similar to this one. But anyway, for now, I'm going to leave this video here. So, if you guys liked it, you can slap the like button as always. I will leave a link in the description for you guys to go check out this figure yourself if you want to. And I will see all you beautiful people in the next video.